Hey, this is Jake with the Intermark Group, the nation's largest psychology-driven marketing firm. And this is the CMO Minute. Recently, we've been discussing a lot about the economy and consumers feeling like the economy is in pretty terrible shape. Now, what effect does that have on us psychologically? Recently, they released a meta-analysis of all the neuropsychology research around what happens when we lose money. And we often use the word pain and metaphors for that when we talk about losses in money. Well, it turns out we're literally feeling pain. When they look at areas of the brain that are firing, not only do we see the physical areas of the brain associated with pain firing, but we see the emotional areas for pain firing. We call these societal pain, or the pain that we feel when we lose something or somebody close to us. That pre-feeling that we get for depression. Now, what this tells us is that an economic period, as we all know, is not just a rational phenomenon, but it's a highly emotional phenomenon. And we undergo psychological changes where we begin to do things that are very non-rational. We pull back, we hoard resources. We focus on areas of saving money that are not entirely rational, such as when those losses occur. It even has periods of temporary loss of IQ, and we have less impulse control during this. Now, these all have major implications for how we market to consumers during this period. We have to change the focus to becoming increasingly emotional and less rational, what we should have been doing already, but now becomes a period where they're simply not going to pay attention to many of our rational appeals. Now, we're going to talk about this in a lot more depth at this week's blog, which, as always, is located at intermarkgroup.com/insight. Please keep your questions coming. The economy is the major topic at hand, but we'll be delving into future topics in the coming weeks. Until next week, this is the CMO Minute.